Continuity wants to see more diversity included in St. Louis media. Joining me today is Dan Parris, co-founder of Continuity, and James Westbrook from Mission St. Louis. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks for having us on.
So, you know, this is really timely in the sense that the whole Oscars thing that was going on about race, and people always focus a lot on race in front of the camera when we talk about media and entertainment, but not necessarily behind the camera, which is actually an area that it's not very heavily influential in. So tell me, let's segue into that with Continuity, what your mission is, what you're trying to do.
Yeah, Continuity's mission is to expand diversity in media production through skills-based training, mentorship, and opportunities for untapped talent. And so we have several programs going on, and actually our first program was with Mission St. Louis, and it's a basic video training program called Mission Video.
Okay, and so how did you come up with this idea to start this? I mean, the obvious is you are a white male, and that doesn't mean that you can't be interested or have a motivation to really want to change things through diversity and inclusion, but how did you come about to start a nonprofit for this?
Yeah, there's always like a number of seeds throughout your life, you know, just relationships with kids in school who were bussed out from the city, and then like just moving to the city and realizing there's a lot of stories that aren't being told, and because there aren't the people there to tell them who've actually lived those stories. And so I got the opportunity to teach at Roosevelt High School and Clyde C. Miller with another program, and we loved doing the teaching, so we're like, why don't we do this ourselves? Why don't we create our own nonprofit? And so we did.
And so you did, and then James, that brings in the community partners that Continuity has and Mission St. Louis. So how does this fit in with what Mission St. Louis is already doing on the job front?
Yeah, sure. So I was very happy when Dan came to me. It fits directly into our mission statement. We exist to empower people to transform their own lives, and we do that primarily through relationship and opportunity. And so we work with men working hard to get their lives back on track, and what we want to do is be a bridge for our men between them and industry. And so we work with all types of industries across St. Louis, and when Dan came to me, I said, wait a minute, this will be a great industry opportunity because so many of our guys are very creative, and they jumped at the opportunity to be behind the camera. So. Yeah,
okay, well, you've got this great video which really explains a little bit more about Continuity, so we're going to take a look at it. Here it is, Continuity.
So having been in the industry in St. Louis for about 12 years now, I've noticed one pretty clear thing, that most people in the industry here look like myself, are white males. And I think in that sense, we're missing out on a lot of perspectives, different worldviews, different life experiences, different stories that without more diversity, we're gonna miss out on. So the mission of Continuity is to expand diversity in media production through skills-based training, mentorship, and opportunities for untapped talent. Some people may ask, why media production? And the fact of the matter is, with the digital revolution, the number of jobs and opportunities in this field are just growing immensely. We consume media everywhere we go, on social media, on our phones, on TV, everywhere we go, content is being created. And there's a need for really well-told stories and content creators. There's so many different jobs, roles, vocation, technical skills that go into creating content that the opportunities are endless. So I had the opportunity to meet Quinsante at Roosevelt High School when I was teaching for a past program that I was involved in, and that's when it all began. I was doing a program where I was pitching that we could train about 10 students how to become filmmakers.
Dan came into the class and he passed out these papers about this program that he was having at the school.
And I got all these applications, and I remember Quinsante's. It was really thorough, and I could see the passion already. I remember interviewing him and sitting down, and I'm like, this guy's got what it takes. Eventually we were on one shoot, and he was helping me out. He was roaming around. He had become an efficient cameraman that I didn't even need to watch over him or tell him what to do. I just knew, hey, do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing, and we'll come together and we'll create something great. And as we were doing this, I had just recently met the vice president of Channel 9.
I was shooting with him at the Jackie Joyner Kersey Foundation for an event that they was having. And my boss now walked up to me, and I guess she saw me with a camera, holding the camera with him, and since we were shooting, and she asked me what I enjoyed. And I told her I enjoyed video editing and I enjoyed film. And she basically told me that I could come on as an intern here.
I think the most important thing about Continuity is it can change people's lives. We all want to do something that makes us come alive. We want those dream jobs, but a lot of people feel like they can't get in the industry, that the barrier to access is too far above them. And that's what I love about Continuity, is because we've seen that it's not. We've been able to connect young people like Quinsante, like other people who've been through our program, and we've seen them get opportunities, get jobs, get internships, make incredible content, just because some people said, okay, here's a tool, here's how you use it, and that's all they needed.